Bonjour!
Which is French for hiya. You're watching BBC Knowledge Online Choice Active and Kicking Digital with computers /fun size. And this is the Language Zone.
Yesterday we learned A-level German. Today, French. Très bien!
Now, the language French is made up of a huge number of tiny facts from France, which link together to be like stupid-sounding talk.
Très bien!
Top A-level French fact number 1. Don't panic. Help is at hand.
Some French people you might know include Hercule Poirot, Simon Le Bon, and actor Christopher Lambert, who when he's at home and talking French is called Christophe Lambert.
Some of you guys might remember Christophe Lambert from the excellent film Highlander.
Highlander is set in Scotland. The French for Scotch whisky is le whisky. Très bien!
So, let's have another look at the facts. Fact 1, don't panic. Help is at hand.
Fact 2, the French for Christopher Lambert is Christophe Lambert.
Fact 3, there is no French word for whiskey. And if you want to know more A-level French, we suggest immersing yourself in French culture by watching these BBC videos of Allo Hello.
Till then, d'accord!
D'accord!
D'accord! Good morrow!
Which is English literature for hiya.
You're watching BBC Digital Active Online A-Level Fun Size Choice Knowledge, and this is the English Literature Zone.
If you're studying English literature, then you're probably a bit of a boffin to start with.
So panic ye not.
Now, the first book that ever got written was called Beowulf, and it was based on the TV series Manimal, starring Simon McCorkindale.
Sadly, we don't see so much of Simon McCorkindale these days, but literature goes from strength to strength.
Examples of English literature are Paradise Lost by John Milton and The Twits by Roald Dahl.
Books can be about anything and don't have to be about battles or flowers.
Literature can even be about football. Examples of this are An Evening with Gary Lineker by Arthur Smith and Chris England and Fever Pitch by Nick Hornby, who supports Arsenal.
So, top English literature fact number 1, panic ye not.
Fact 2, Paradise Lost by John Milton and The Twits by Roald Dahl.
And fact 3, Nick Hornby supports Arsenal. Tune in next time when we'll be cluing you up on the 3 things that will get you through A-level physics. See ya! Watcha!
Hiya!
You're watching BBC Digital Active A-Level Fun Size, and this is the Geography Zone.
Now, geography is quite a long word, and if you're studying A-level geography, you might even find spelling your subject a bit scary. Now, geography is about where things are, and where, like, we are, and how things relate to each other and us.
But if you didn't already know that, then don't panic.
Hey, Andy, I think we've got our first fact. Anyway, we're here in the countryside of the county of Shropshire, which is stuffed full of geography.
Over there is a river. Rivers happen when it rains on a hill and the water forms to make a river, like this one. Hey, get off!
There are fewer rivers in hot and dry countries such as Ethiopia, the capital of which is Addis Ababa.
Adidas?
So, let's review our fun-sized fact file for geography. Fact 1. Don't panic. That's very important, especially in exams.
Fact 2, rivers happen when it rains on a hill and the water collects to make a river.
Fact 3, the capital of Ethiopia is Addis Ababa.
Fantastic! See you later.
See ya! Watcher, and welcome to a specially brief edition of A-Level Fun Size.
That's right, because this week we're going to be telling you literally everything you need to know to get an A at A-Level General Studies.
And if you're studying A-Level General Studies, you might be wondering what books to read for your subject. Well, the answer is any book or none at all will do.
So don't panic.
Really? We mean it this time. Don't panic.
Another important thing to remember is not to take A-Level General Studies if you have anything better to do with your time.
And this includes drinking or masturbating.
That's right. Most universities will be more impressed with the results of a twang off the wrist than with an A-Level General Studies certificate.
So, let's recap on the facts you'll need to get you through A-Level General Studies.
Fact 1, don't panic.
Fact 2, bollocks to it. It don't matter.
And remember, there is no third fact.
Right, so how can we use those facts to answer a typical A-Level General Studies exam question?
Write a 100-page story under the title, My Big Day Out.
But how can we use what we've learned to answer that question? Well, best not bother.
Eureka!
which is philosophy for hiya.
You're watching BBC A-Level Fun-Size No Turning Back Choice, and this is the Philosophy Zone.
But first of all, our philosophy is don't panic.
So don't. Help is at hand.
Now, philosophy is the study of why stuff is like what it is and what other people have thought about why stuff is like it is.
Philosophy was invented by the Greeks. That's not the Greeks you meet when you go on holiday there, but the ancient Greeks who were older and better and mainly gay, which we think is why they died out.
But before they died out, they found the solution to everything except photocopying, which is probably why most of it,
Apart from a few old plays,
got burnt.
philosophy is still very much alive today and is particularly healthy in the hands of such modern-day thinkers as Eric Cantona and Rob Newman.
So let's see how these facts could help you in a typical A-level question.
You've got to laugh, haven't you? Discuss with reference to Plato, Nietzsche and Wittgenstein.
Handy hint, Plato, Nietzsche and Wittgenstein were all philosophers, so don't panic, you're in good company.
Secondly, try not to write anything along the lines of philosophy does my head in. If you can persuade the examiners that it doesn't do your head in, he'll probably give you an A.
In your final paragraph, remember to work out why everything's like it is.
Eureka!